Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Phil here from Geofocus Fish Keeping, and in this video I'm going to be moving my bigger rays from the main display tank within the house into this new aquarium behind me. So as I just mentioned, it's moving day for the big rays into their new aquarium. So the plan of action is I'm going to get a couple of poly boxes and I'm going to drain some water from the display aquarium that they're in into those poly boxes. From there, obviously I'll catch the rays, bearing in mind trying not to get their stinger caught within the net, put them into the poly box. Once I'm back in here with the rays, I'm going to treat them just as I would any other ray that I'm adding to my collection. Any other ray from whatever source. Yes, both these aquariums are run on tap water only, but they are two separate aquariums in two different rooms, so therefore there could be differences within temperature and there could be slight differences between the water parameters as well. I don't want to risk not acclimatising them properly, so I'm going to acclimatise them just as I would as if they were brand new aquariums from the store or from another seller or breeder or whatever it may be. So that process, I get the Stingrays obviously in the water within the poly box. I'll then use some airline hose and I'll drip feed this from the aquarium that I'm putting them into the poly box at the other end, and I will do that over the space of 45 minutes to an hour. Within that time, if it's necessary, or even sometimes anyway, I will do water changes on the poly box, just so that the water is keeping fresh and that the fish is acclimatising to the new water that's coming in. And the more water changes that I do, the more of the new tank water will be within the poly box itself. So after about 45 minutes to an hour, I'll feel that the Stingray is ready to be moved, so that's the process that I'll go through. Whilst it's acclimatising, it gives me great opportunity to do observations on the ray. First of all, just to check that its breathing's okay and that it seems to be adapting to the new water as it should do. And second of all, just so I can get a good view of the ray in terms of size, in terms of condition, and so I can see, once it's in the new aquarium, what changes may take place with the new tank mates. If I do spot any changes, I'll always wonder, were they there before or has that developed since being in the new aquarium? But if I do those observations efficiently and well, I'll know that the ray is in top condition going in, hopefully, and remain in top condition once in the new aquarium. I've been waiting weeks longer than I expected to do this. I am ultra excited. I cannot wait to get both the bigger rays into this new aquarium. I wonder how they're going to get on with this little guy. Okay, let's get in the house, let's get these rays caught so we can start moving them into the garage and acclimatising them. Wish me luck! So as you can see, the tank itself is a little bit run down at the moment in terms of its decor and upkeep. There's algae growth and all of that, but mainly this tank has just been about keeping control of that water quality, keep looking after the rays for so much longer than actually anticipated. As you can see, these two rays are a little bit too big, or starting to become a little bit too big for this aquarium long term. So these are moving first. As I say, we're going to drain them, some of the tank water into the poly box, which I've got down here, and then I'm going to catch them, put them into the water, take them to the garage and acclimatise them to the new aquarium through the drip method, the air hose method that I spoke about earlier on. Let's crack on with it. So I'm going to use this hose, put it into the water, like so, create a siphon, and that. I'm just going to wait a little while now while this fills up, and then we're on to catching them. Okay, we've got about 2 or 3 inches of water in there now, so I'm going to stop the siphon and we're going to get one of the rays in there. Got quite a good sized net here, purposely bought for these rays. I've removed the handle from it just so I can get an easier grip of it and what have you. Always, I've got to take great care. Keep an eye on those stingers, 1, for my own safety, and 2, you don't really want them caught up in the net. made a bit of a mess, but he's in the box. Probably should have taken this wood out, but I felt like I could get them with it in. Obviously splashed around, but he's safe, I'm safe, we're all good. Let's get into the garage and then we'll start acclimatising to the new aquarium. Okay guys, male ray is here. I've been doing his observations. He's been in there probably about 50 minutes or so now. Observations are perfect. His breathing is absolutely spot on. It's really slow and calm, just as it should be. So now it's time to introduce him to his new home. Let's get this done. There he is, he's in. He looks a little bit smaller in here, doesn't he? How good does that look? It's been a long time coming. A lot more space for him, hopefully we're a lot happier. The system's larger, and it's nearly half as big again than the one he's just been moved from. Also, this is on a sump as opposed to multiple canisters like the one inside. And I think he's making friends with the other little boy in there. Right, it's time to go and get that female. Let's go for it. Okay, so the male's now in. This tank looks so different already with just the male on. We've still got the female to take out, but already there looks like it's so much more space, and I knew that would be the case. I knew these were making the tank look a little bit more cramped. The male, absolutely awesome in the new aquarium. So let's get that female out so she can join him. Once both rays are gone, I'm going to keep the two black diamonds in here for now. Particularly the male black diamond, I want to fatten them up a little bit more. I think the other male stingray was kind of a bit of a intimidating when it comes to food feeding and what have you, so he is looking a little bit thin. He does eat, he's still keen to eat, he's still eager to eat. It's just looking a little bit thinner than I wanted, than I hoped for, so I'm going to add some weight to them, run on a little bit of size, but I have got some really good plans for this aquarium. A new escape, some new stocking that I've already got, just moving the fish around. Exciting times for this display aquarium. Okay, so as I've said, male is in the new aquarium, he's looking good, he's looking happy. Now it's time to get the female, here she is, into the poly box and her acclimatising, ready for her to join the new aquarium. Let's crack on. Off she comes. And into the box. Okay, so female's now finished acclimatising again. She's been in the water about 45-50 minutes. She's a lot more active in there. Her observations are still good, her breathing's still good. I think she's eager to get into the new tank. So let's get her in. Male's doing well. Male's looking forward to having her in the tank with him. Such a bigger footprint than he's used to compared to the aquarium inside. Let's get him in. Let's get her in, sorry. Okay, she's in the net. We ready? In. Again, she doesn't seem to want to leave the net. Lower it to the bottom. And there she goes. Okay, so observations are good. You're going to give them a little bit of time to acclimatise fully. The male probably, you know, obviously not fully by now, but you know, he's ready to feed. He would have some food by now. Normally wait about half an hour or so. So I'm going to wait about half an hour from now because the female's just got in. And then I'm going to feed for the night. Hopefully they'll eat, and that'll be the final sign for me that they're happy in the new aquarium, at least in the first instance. She looks happy though, she's moving around, her breathing's steady. I did start to have a little bit of a concern that even this aquarium is too small for them, and potentially when they get to full adult size, 3 of them or 4 of them or 6 of them, definitely is too small. But in the meantime, for the foreseeable, I think it's a decent size. Now seeing them in there, I'm more than happy with how they are in there. I'm more than happy with the size of it in the meantime. If you consider the start of this video where they were in the main display aquarium within the house, and now seeing them now, they're both in this corner just behind me, and the tank still looks empty of rays. And actually there's 3 in there. Really good sign. Buzzing. Are we back in half an hour or so? Ready for feed. Here she is. It has been a little bit longer than half an hour, but they're in the aquarium. You can see they seem pretty happy to me, and now I'm about to give them some food and see how they react to that. Fingers crossed they're going to pounce on it like a ray should. What I'm going to give at this moment in time is just some prawns rather than my usual mix. It's just going to be some prawns, but they normally lap them up, so let's give it a go and see how they take to it. Can you see this male here? The female on the far side, this male is absolutely ravenous. He's ready to go. Let's put in some more. What a sign that is. They're all eating. They seem happy. Absolutely fantastic news. The male stingray here, the bigger one, he's looking for more. He's such a pig. Now they're in this aquarium, keep the water clean, keep them well fed, keep them happy, and no doubt, fingers crossed, we may have a breeding pair on our hands. What an absolute pleasure to watch. I can see myself sitting here night after night, just sitting and watching. I actually forgot for a second then that the camera was on, and needed to feed back to you, finish the video off, and obviously switch it off. But I was just so in awe of watching them eat, but just watching them in general. They seem so happy in this aquarium. They're moving around, they're exploring. There's the big debate of substrate or no substrate. I have gone for no substrate at this moment in time, but it's a little bit of a trial, and I can see myself potentially adding some substrate in at a later date. So that's the main reason I went for no substrate. It was purpose built for the rays, for potentially a bit of a breeding project. But I do like to see the rays interact with the substrate, and I think the tanks do look a little bit better with substrate in, so we'll see. We'll play that on by ear. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Substrate or no substrate? If substrate, what substrate should I go for? Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you want to see the progress of these rays, see how they get on over the next few days, weeks, you can check out Instagram, but you can also make sure you subscribe here and click on the bell notification button so you don't miss out any new uploads. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Good night.